All of us have things to do. If you're a student, you've probably thought of finishing an assignment on time or scoring better than last year. Maybe you wanted to learn English and get better at it or be more confident and expressive in class. You must have told yourself, this year I'm definitely going to be the best. This is definitely my year. I won't repeat the same mistakes again. We make goals and promises to ourselves, I have to do this. But then we get easily distracted. I don't feel like doing it. Let's watch a few reels on Instagram, just one match with friends. That's not going to harm me. And we keep reminding ourselves, or rather fooling ourselves, saying, I will do it tomorrow. But deep down, we know that tomorrow never really comes. This is called procrastination, something we all experience. It's when we know we need to finish a task, but we make excuses and avoid doing it. So in this video, let's get to the core of this issue, why we avoid the very things that need to be done. We will understand it scientifically so we can finally get rid of it once and for all. So while I was researching for this particular topic, I found that procrastination is not just a modern day problem. It's actually as old as human civilization. The ancient Greeks were the first to study procrastination seriously. Conversation between Aristotle and Socrates, they spoke about something called akrasia, which means acting against your better judgment. So in a simple language, if I have to say that I know what I should do, but I don't do it, that's procrastination in the ancient Greek style. Seneca, a Roman philosopher, also wrote about how people waste time on unimportant things and delay what truly matters. Well, he said, while we are postponing, life speeds by. So that's a 2000-year-old warning about procrastination. So we can safely say that yes, poets, philosophers, and motivational speakers have all warned us about it for centuries. But have we really changed? I don't think so. In fact, we now have even better distractions: Instagram, doom scrolling, endless notifications on your phone, and information overload we never even signed up for. And here is the worst part. This is not just a problem for students or kids. Even adults are struggling with this. In fact, half the population admits to procrastination regularly. But why does this happen? For example, as a student, as a child, I know that my exams are important. We know finishing homework or an assignment matters. Then why is it so easy to say yes to social media or OTT platforms or scrolling on social media but not studying? When your mom says exercise, it's good for your mind and health, you procrastinate, even though you know it is highly beneficial. We tend to delay anything that requires effort, whether it is physical, emotional, or mental. And we replace it with activities that are easy and comfortable. So I'll give you one very personal example. I used to do this too. If my exam was on 10th and I had a 5-day gap, I would start my actual preparation on the evening of the 9th. Be honest, have you ever done this during your exam time? Let me know in the comments below. But jokes apart, what was the end result? You are not fully prepared and you don't achieve the marks you hoped for. And today, the same pattern continues, only with better distractions. All these apps are designed to keep you hooked. The more time you spend, the more they attract you. See, we need to understand that every action has a reaction. You might think, my parents gave me the best school, the best tuition, I'll study hard and make them proud. Or maybe you've thought, my parents could not speak English confidently and I am going to change that for my family members. But the reality is that time slips away. And what's left behind is regret. And as an adult, standing in front of you today, I can tell you there is a wide gap between what I wanted to do and what I actually did. And that gap led to huge disappointment. We all know life won't always go our way. But ask yourself, do you really want to look back someday and say, I couldn't do it because of my own procrastination? No, right? Parents watching this video, ask yourselves, would you want your child to grow up with fatigue, anxiety, guilt, and regret? Of course not. But the good part is, we can completely avoid procrastination. Now the big question, why do we procrastinate? So many psychologists have researched procrastination and their findings are very fascinating. Hear me out. I'm not going to make it complex. Let me simplify it for you. The more unpleasant a task feels and the lower a student's confidence, the more likely they are to delay it. From studying to exercising, from writing an assignment to planning your schedule, everything feels heavy, so you avoid it. Another key reason is chasing perfectionism. Kids who chase perfection often delay tasks because they are scared of not doing it perfectly. In fact, Dr. Fushia M. Siroy, a leading psychologist, found that perfectionist concerns often lead directly to procrastination. Recent studies also show that when the brain's self-control network is weak, it becomes difficult to start or complete a task. And finally, very sad, the fear of failure. Char log kya kahenge? One of the biggest reasons we delay our work. Now the most important part of this video, how to stop procrastination. What is the solution? How can students complete what they start and actually achieve their goals? The answer lies in the same research by understanding yourself. Start by asking, why don't I want to improve my English, my swimming, my confidence, or my grades? Take a pen and a paper, write your answer down. Understanding the problem is always the first step to solving it. Keep yourself aware of the consequences of not taking any action. See, if you skip class today, you'll have to borrow notes later. If you don't exercise today, your health is going to suffer. If you don't sleep on time, you'll wake up tired and perform poorly at school. And if your goal feels too big, break it down into simple steps. Divide your journey into simple milestones. And don't forget to reward yourself. Always reward yourself for every step forward. You should be able to motivate yourself to celebrate small wins. They will help you stay motivated toward your bigger goal. Over the years, I've learned something very powerful. Failure is still better than not trying at all. Because failure means you are at least moving. There is movement, there is growth because at least you tried. Without that, you wouldn't have moved at all. Many kids today fear speaking in English because they think, what if I make a mistake? What if they laugh at me? But these thoughts only stop you from growing. So if you wish to learn English, take the first step today. And if you're really interested in finding out what that step is, you can join Planet Spark. We provide one-on-one classes. You can visit our website, book a free trial class and take action. Even if you're scared, remember, if you try and fail, the guilt will still be smaller than the regret of never trying at all. And what if your effort does deliver results? That can change your entire life. Many parents tell me, my child is highly distracted by social media, and many students ask, how do I stay away from my phone and focus in class? Well, that's a very big topic and I'll make a separate video on it soon. So if you would like that, tell me in the comments below. And if you found today's video useful and helpful, as a student or as a parent, try to understand the root cause of procrastination and remove it from your life. Talk to us, tell your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Planet Spark. This is me, Tanu Sardana, signing off for now. I shall see you in the next one.